Hey everybody, welcome to Dad's Den of Pop Culture and Justice League Monday. We're going through Justice League every Monday this year. Started at issue 1, we have now reached issue number 6 from October of 1987. And we see a rather startling image of Captain Marvel back there. I keep wanting to say Marvin Manhunter. Good Lord help me. The Martian Manhunter in the foreground, who's about to get clunked by a boulder. Captain Marvel is apparently possessed by the power of the Gray Man. Keith Giffen, plot and breakdowns. DeMatteis script. Kevin McGuire pencils. Al Gordon inks. Bob Lappin letters. Gene D'Angelo colors. Andy Helfer editor. We are in Stone Ridge, Vermont. The Justice League. Sans Guy Gardner, who Batman knocked out last issue when Gardner basically started a fight with him. And also sans Captain Marvel, who flew ahead to Stone Ridge, Vermont. And sans Dr. Fate, who was already there. They have hooked up with the Creeper, and he says, well, guys, what do you think? The story is Massacre in Gray, and what he's referring to is the weird transformation of Stone Ridge, Vermont. Is this my kind of town or what? Just think, before the Gray Man got here, Stone Ridge was as normal can be. And now, spare us the narrative, Creeper. We've got eyes we can see. Actually, Batsy Boy, you've got white slits, but why nitpick? It's informed madness, like something out of my childhood on Apocalypse. If you grew up in an environment like this, Mr. Miracle, then my heart goes out to you. Don't worry about me, Manhunter. Worry about Captain Marvel. He's down in the middle of that mess. But is he alive? You don't think. We're not dealing with a common criminal here, Beetle. The Gray Man has taken down Dr. Fate. I'd say he's capable of taking us all down. So naturally, we're going in there. Naturally. So what's the scheme? If you weren't here for last week, the Gray Man was assigned, he believes punished, by the Lords of Order to collecting dream essence from Earth and giving it to them. I guess it's sort of the source of their power. Well, he's decided he doesn't want to do this anymore. It's taken away his emotion. It's taken away his life. And so he starts keeping the dream essence for himself. And he creates all these duplicates of himself to go around doing the same thing. They all feed it back to him. And he's going to be able to use that power to basically topple the Lords of Order and, kind of reshape the universe in his image, etc. And this is the Gray Man. I am the Gray Man. I live in a world devoid of color, substance, vibrancy, life. For centuries, I have been a pawn of the Lords of Order, a puppet to their will. So you get the idea. He's not real happy with these people. And so he's going to have his revenge. But wait, what is this? Why, it's the Justice League. Really, Dr. Fate, did you think your friends could take me unawares? And even if they did, you don't think they'd be any more successful than you and Captain Marvel? Still not talking, eh? Conserving your energies. Fine, conserve. There's no point to it, though. You cannot stop me, nor can they. Listen to me. So this is Fate finally speaking. Oh, so he speaks at last. Give it up. There's no reason for you to. No reason. Centuries of hell, and you tell me there's no reason. I don't think they're going to talk this guy out of what he's planning. So basically, he's going to have to deal with the Justice League who's shown up. And to do that, he basically possesses Captain Marvel. So the Justice League is kind of in the town, record ordering everything, trying to figure it all out, seeing all these people who are like unconscious, and also questioning the Creeper about what he's doing here. He's probably not going to tell them. And who appears but Captain Marvel with gray hair, so he's obviously under the control of the Gray Man, and he's going to attack. Now, there was a time when essentially he's like the equal, pretty much, of Superman. Superman was depowered a bit after the Crisis, Infinite Earths. I don't know. I assume he was as well. But basically, Captain Marvel could likely take out the whole rest of the League. So he flies down and he snatches Booster Gold and Black Canary. And Martian Manhunter says, I can feel his mind, Batman. He's being controlled. I assumed as much. Yeah, there was a few signs that even I was able to pick up. That's a nice little shot right here. Let's get a close-up of that one. Batman. Booster will be all right. He's got a flight ring. Miracle. You retrieve Canary. So I like that little, kind of Yo Joe pose he's got there. So Miracle flies in. So basically, those two have been dropped by Marvel. Miracle flies in, grabs the Canary, so she doesn't hit the ground and splat. Doc Savage. He's not who you think he is. I never read that series, so I don't know how he's not who I think he is. Marvel, I can feel your mind struggling against him. If I can telepathically bolster your efforts, you'll do nothing. Wham! And also worthwhile keeping in mind, Martian Manhunter's pretty close, at least was, to Superman power level as well. So he's another heavy hitter here, and he takes a heck of a shot. Goes right into the asphalt or concrete. I'm not amused. Oh, but I am. This is exhilarating. This is fun. Remember, the Gray Man has been devoid of emotion for a long time, so he's probably rather enjoying all this. But he's probably not enjoying that, where he picks up this, boulder that's been unearthed when he hit the ground and cracks Captain Marvel in the chops with it. I like this. Everybody okay? My nerves are shot, but otherwise, your nerves? What about my dignity? Canary, you're a lot like my wife. That's actually a compliment for Mr. Miracle, to be honest with you. But Blue Beetle, then I pity you, brother. I heard that. Oh, come on. It was just a little joke. So basically, we got a little bit of a, fun with these guys. That's part of the fun of this book, is little asides, a little bit of humor injected. But you can see they do have some pretty solid action as well. So Martian Manhunter going up against Captain Marvel. They're beating the tar out of one another. And you could see, Dr. Fate is saying to him, about the control. Not as easy as you thought, is it? It's effortless. Well, it doesn't look effortless. Captain Marvel's power is mystical in origin. Even in his comatose state, his mind resists you. And the Manhunter is a formidable telepath. With each physical blow, he strikes at you psychically. The strain is beginning to show. I said it's effortless. So Dr. Fate's kind of working on him in the only way that he can. And so just as Marvel maybe has the Martian Manhunter down and out, he regains control. And he's saying, what's going? And at that point, MM doesn't realize and just pow, takes him down. Captain Marvel? Uh-huh. Is it really you? Uh-huh. I'm sorry, I was dazed. I didn't notice the shift in minds at first. Did I hurt you? Uh-huh. Nicely done. Elsewhere, we're back with Maxwell Lord. And Maxwell Lord is talking about his plans for the Justice League with a Mr. Hal Jordan, who we all know better as the Green Lantern. And so he's got a few problems with this league. Frankly, the fact that you've encouraged Guy Gardner's participation in the league makes me doubt you all the more. My request of you remains the same, Mr. Jordan. I want your help, not your opinions. However, I understand your concern, and I appreciate it. Although as Earth's first Green Lantern, I'm sure that jealousy must play some part in your jealousy. So he's tweaking him a little bit. Who does he look like in that shot right there, folks? What actor does he look like? If you think back to that period, I'm thinking Sam Neill. I'm thinking he probably would have made a good Maxwell Lord. I don't know if he would have been interested back in the day. Of course, he did Jurassic Park, so maybe, who knows? So Jordan, lots riding on this big idea of yours, Lord, and you're going to screw it up with Guy in the middle of things. I don't think we'll screw up anything, Jordan. You see, we never make mistakes. What does that mean? Oh my goodness, what is going on? So our heroes have finally reached the theater. That is the sort of hideout headquarters of the Gray Man, along with the creeper. I almost said creature. So anyway, he's saying, where are they? And he says, right in the theater. Things are getting pretty hot and heavy in there. And we see Fate is now engaged with the Gray Man. Hey, we can't get involved in that. We're talking mystic combat here. This is, excuse the expression, out of our league. I agree with you, Beetle. Batman, sorcery, and superheroics don't. Batman? We're going in, right? Right? And, I'm sorry, right? And that Batman, right. So a few people think maybe they shouldn't be going in. Batman says, oh no, we're going in. Look, this is a guy who's gone toe-to-toe with some pretty big-time criminals. It's what you got to do when you're in the league. You're finished. Marvel and the Manhunter put too much pressure on you, weakened you, allowed me the opportunity to break free. You've overextended yourself. Use your reason. Give it up. Perhaps you can hold me at bay, but the others will soon be upon you. And then, I told you I was seeking amusement with Marvel. You didn't believe me. Your Justice League means nothing to me, Fate. I don't understand why you even bother with them. I can destroy them without taking my eyes off you. Uh-oh. So they're watching the fight. Miracle turns around. Uh-oh, what? Well, there's a whole bunch of gray men right there behind them. Uh-oh, that. Gray men, dozens of them. You really think there are that many? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. You've sorely underestimated me, Fate. My army of other selves will dispatch the League, and I'll dispatch you. So, as Beetle's goofing off counting, Batman grabs him. Get back, Beetle. If one of them so much as touches you, you're as good as Booster. Look out! Now, isn't that interesting? His hand went right inside me. Boy, oh boy, just when you think you've seen... He goes down as he mutters everything. Head for the stage. What about Booster? We can't help him now. We've got to help ourselves. And I like your little concern there from the Blue Beetle. They're not pals quite yet, but maybe that's starting to burgeon there. Move. Wonderful. You're all together. A gathering of fools. Batman, you and the others get behind me. I can conjure a protective shield to keep them away from you. If you can do it fast. They're almost on top of us. Yes, Fate, by all means, do it. Of course, while you're conjuring, I'll be decimating you. That just means taking 10% of them away. You know, Gray Man, I think you'd have a little better vocabulary than that. And my gray men will be swarming all over your friends. A gathering of fools, indeed. Proper evil guy talk, yelling a little bit sweaty. It's what we like to see in our villains in the good old US of A. And as he's doing that, the creeper lands on top of him, which is, well, frankly, what the creeper does. So he manages to conjure the shield, quick, before they what? Never mind. Nice job, Doc, but are you sure it'll keep them out? Yes. But what about the Gray Man? Don't worry about him. I'm just going to sit here till his mother comes and takes him home. Comfy, buddy? Insolent idiot. Guilty on both counts. So he grows arms out of himself to, basically, I don't know, I guess maybe he takes the dream essence out of the creeper. He creates multiples of himself there. So Miracle goes in to try to save everybody. Too late. He's mine now and forever. Get back, Canary. I'll handle this. Get back, Canary? What's with you guys today? You're all starting to sound like John Wayne. Maybe, but they're going to have to go through me to get to you. A small matter, human. My hand can pierce 2 souls as easily as one, and not even the implacable Batman can long resist me. I believe, Dr. Fate, that surrender is in order. You may, if you wish, drop to your knees and grovel. So the Gray Man has effectively taken out the League. Gray Man, I pity you. I've tried and tried to get through to you, to make you see the foolishness of what you've done. But now you've met your master, but you're too terrified to admit it, my master. Do you really think that absorbing dream essence can make you the equal to the Lords of Order? Can make you equal to me? You pathetic little man, I've been holding back in order to help you. But now I see that you're beyond help, and so I do what must be done to rid the world of you. So, as Martian Manhunter showed up, the building disappears. All of them gone. But gone where? With Fate and the Gray Man involved, it's surely no place on Earth or any other world, which means that for now I'm utterly helpless. Yes, for now. But I'll find a way to reach them. I have to. Still, there's Captain Marvel to think of. The strain of his possession, our battle has caught up with him. I need to get him home. And after I'm sure that he's all right, I'll be back. And that's not like an Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back. This is a little more sophisticated. So next, Justice League International, a 38-page special that will change the league forever. So that's what I was saying. These are sort of the preliminaries to lead to where they really wanted to take the book. And that was, at least for a time, Justice League International. But we're not done with the Gray Man yet, or maybe I should say he's not done with the Justice League yet. He shall return next issue, where we find out if the entire league, other than the Martian Manhunter and Captain Marvel, have been terribly killed. Oh, and Guy Gardner, he'd be out of it too. So, have they all been destroyed by the Gray Man, or will the good guys win? You'll have to tune in next week, or, go online and look this issue up and find out, or the next issue up. But hopefully you will tune in next week and see what happens in Justice League number 7. Until then, let me know what you think of this issue, what you think of these guys, what you think of where the story's going in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, maybe subscribe, maybe share with a friend. And until next time, God bless everybody. Please be kind to one another. Have a little bit of fun. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. And especially hopefully next Monday in Dad's Den of Pop Culture. Bye-bye.